Welcome to Jas Anime Commentary. Hey guys, I'm Jas, a Japanese anime fan. In this channel, I share the cultural details and historical background on my favorite anime that most people outside Japan might miss. I hope this will help make your anime experience richer and more fun. By the way, this video includes some spoilers, so please be careful. Today we're looking at episode 3 of the Elusive Samurai, a forest inhabited by a god. Here's a quick recap. After escaping from Kamakura, Tokiyuki, Yorishige, and their 3 retainers finally reach Suwa, Yorishige's homeland. Tokiyuki survives the journey, but he is still struggling with fear and doubt after losing his family and home. To give him hope again, Yorishige shows his divine power and the loyalty of his Suwa warriors. Later in the episode, Tokiyuki and his retainers go hunting in the mountains, learning to work together and building a real bond. Our key characters in this episode are Tokiyuki's 3 retainers, Kochiro, Ayako, and Shizuku. Kochiro is great with a sword, a brave kid who's totally samurai material. Ayako is super strong and cheerful, but she's also talented in music. And Shizuku, Yorishige's daughter, is a shrine maiden. She's smart, calm, and kind of brains of the group. Together, they are only 8 years old, but they already show the loyalty and courage that will define Tokiyuki's journey. This episode is full of beautiful nature. If you're a fan of Princess Mononoke or Spirited Away, you'll definitely love it. So let's talk about Yorishige. He serves as the head priest of Suwa Grand Shrine, one of the oldest shrines in Japan. I'm not going to explain Shinto, the religion of Suwa Grand Shrine, in a super serious way, but I share some key things that help you enjoy the story. In Shinto, people worship many different gods. When we say gods in the Shinto sense, they are like mysterious forces beyond human understanding, like nature itself. Suwa's main deity is the god of wind, rain, and water. Even though it's far from the ocean, the area is full of water, with a big lake and natural hot springs. In the episode, Yorishige clears the rain and makes the sky sunny, probably because he is the priest of a water god. It actually feels like an homage to the movie Weathering with You. In that movie, the main character Hina can pray to control the rain, and the raindrops flow mid-air, as if the water itself had a wheel. It's really similar to how Yorishige's power is shown here. Near the end of the episode, Tokiyuki and his friends bathe in a hot spring. The water animation was so beautiful. Suwa Grand Shrine is also dedicated to the god of hunting and war. Many famous samurai prayed there before battles. In Yorishige even eats meat, which was unusual for Shinto priests at that time, since meat eating was generally avoided in Shinto. It really shows how bold and unique his god is. Kinda wild. Here's a fun fact. Do you remember that scene where you can see 4 huge logs standing among the trees? Those logs actually have a meaning. Can you guess what it is? You've got 5 seconds. The answer is they are part of the Onbashira festival, a sacred tradition that's been carried out at Suwa Grand Shrine for over 1200 years. The festival itself doesn't appear in the anime, but it already existed during that period, and it still happens today, once every 6 years. In the festival, people cut down massive trees from the mountains, drag them all the way to the shrine, and then raise them upright at each corner of the sacred ground. And if you're thinking, okay, that sounds kind of simple, wait till you hear this. They do carry and stand trees by hand. Along the way, dozens of people even ride the logs down steep hills or wade through cold rivers carrying them. It's wild, dangerous, and full of energy. a perfect match for Suwa's bold spirit. So if you were wondering at first why a priest like Yorishige was involved in samurai politics, now you can see why. After arriving in Suwa, Tokiyuki gets served a bowl of rice with grasshoppers in it. He's totally freaked out, and honestly, I would be too. But actually, Japanese people used to eat grasshoppers, especially in inland areas like Suwa, where there's no access to the sea. They were a valuable source of protein back then. Even today, few locals still eat them as a regional delicacy. There's even grasshopper ice cream sold near Lake Suwa. Yep, I didn't know that either. It's one of those only here kind of tourist foods. You try it once just to say you did. And let's just say I'm not showing a picture of that one. You can imagine or Google it. I grew up in the countryside myself, and my grandma once served grasshoppers simmered in soy sauce. My mom ate them, but I just couldn't. According to her, they are crunchy. Anyway, these days, you almost never see them in regular supermarkets. They are that rare. And do you remember Tokiyuki saying he wanted sea bream for dinner back in episode 1 before the Hojo collapsed? Sea bream is one of the most expensive fish in Japan, and he said it like it was just an everyday meal. So yeah, you can guess how shocking it must have been for him, a noble boy from coastal Kamakura, to find grasshoppers in his rice this time. Later in the episode, Tokiyuki and his allies go hunting in the mountains, and they run into a terrifying creature, the ox demon Botan. When I first saw it, I was so scared. It looks like a mix between a bull and a wild boar. Fierce, massive, and chaotic. The design seems inspired by Okoro, the giant boar god from Princess Mononoke. The name Okoro actually comes from a place name in Suwa, so it makes this homage even more interesting. Now, the name Botan actually means peony in Japanese. That might sound random, but in Japan, wild boar meat is called peony because its deep red color looks like peony petals when sliced. In the anime, Yorishige secretly eats the Botan meat himself while hiding it from Tokiyuki and his group. Behind him, a waka-style poem, a classical Japanese-style poem, appears on the screen. This means, if this beast of the wild weren't bound to me, it would only keep wandering, lost in the darkness. In other words, he's basically saying, if this creature isn't eaten by someone with divine power like me, its soul would just stay lost in the dark. It's a self-justifying poem. This is so Yorishige. If you've already watched episode 10, you probably know what I mean. Then, his daughter Shizuku stamps it with a seal that means not selected. Kinda polite way of saying, nope, this one didn't make the cut. So she's basically teasing him like, this poem is terrible. And that's episode 3. I've never been to Suwa, but after watching this episode, I really want to go. The visual and music are stunning. Seriously, the production team did an amazing job. I'm already planning to visit Suwa someday. Next time, we'll look at episode 4, Sadamune appears. A powerful new enemy shows up, and things are about to get intense, so don't miss it. If you had fun with this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And I'd love to hear from you. What scenes do you want me to explain, or are there other anime you'd like me to cover? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.